Hey everybody, how we doing? Happy say happy Friday. Oh my lord, what is today? Monday. There's always so much going on. It's hard to keep track. So, hope everybody had a great Monday, great Father's Day yesterday. I wanted to let me go over the agenda for this evening. Dog and mostly meat. All right. So we're going to talk about supposedly the city is telling us that they caught a shooter. There's a new Harvey dispensary that they had the groundbreaking, or not groundbreaking, ribbon cutting, something. I don't know. And this, now I'm not opposed to a dispensary, but this is something that Clark has forced through, Mayor Clark has forced through without the proper oversight per usual, unfortunately. And then I was able to get information from Harvey Fire Department regarding the fire in Harvey on Broadway, which, yes, there was a fire. So I didn't know if there was or there wasn't, but I found out. So let's start with this shooter situation. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Uh, okay, why is this not coming up? Ah, here we go. One of these days, we're going to cover. We're going to talk about the. We're going to talk about all the money, our tax money that gets paid for the expensive PR BS to put a spin on all the horrible stuff that the city is doing. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. That was not the city of Harvey. That was the Harvey police page, which would make sense. Okay, here we go. Police department now. Okay. So again, we're on the Harvey Police Department Facebook page. This was brought to my attention earlier today. So as you know, there was a recent shooting. This poor young lady, Willow, and I know her mother. I mean, we have met. They don't live far. And it's right behind one of the two homes that the mayor owns that we don't believe he actually lives there or stays in them, but he owns them. So this shooting happened, and they're saying that they caught somebody. So let's take a look. All right, can you guys see? Let me make it bigger. Is that better? Let's try that. Maybe is that a little easier to read? Hey, Crook. Welcome, welcome, Crook. All right, so Harvey police arrest suspect in shooting of 11-year-old girl. And as you know, thank God this 11-year-old girl didn't die. She is in recovery. I hope that she gets better, but it was, very tragic. June 13th, the Harvey Police Department has arrested a suspect. Wait, the 13th? Why did they post it today? That was 3 days ago. Okay. Arrested and charged a suspect in connection with the shooting that occurred on May 28th in the 158th block of Paulina, which resulted in an 11-year-old girl being shot. Harvey detectives responded to the scene of the shooting, where they located 6 fired cartridge casings. The juvenile victim, who was riding in a vehicle with her father at the time of the incident, was transported to a nearby hospital for treatment of her injuries. Through a thorough investigation, detectives identified Graylin T. Waters, 29, of Harvey, as the suspect. Waters was subsequently taken into custody. During a search of Waters' vehicle, detectives recovered a weapon believed to have been used in the shooting. Graylin T. Waters has been charged with 1 count of aggravated battery with a firearm, a Class X felony. He was set to appear in court on June 14, 2025. Okay, well, that's weird. Again, why did they report that late? Further details would be released. Okay. So this is what they're displaying to us. However, given the city and the police department's track record, please take everything with a grain of salt. Including this man is presumed innocent until proven guilty. It's sad to say, but Harvey police in the past have been found to set people up for crimes. I'm not saying that this is what's happened in this case, but you have to realize that has happened. So it's listing his information, the charge. They're putting up his mugshot. Contact Director Magana. Our police chief still is interim police chief. He's been for years. He's never been confirmed by the city council. So that's not right. Magana is the one who arrested Colby a few times, the alderwoman, and trying to think. Oh, he was the one that came to harass me the one day when I was giving a tour near the mayor's house. He said we looked suspicious. Let's see what the comments are. I'm curious. Where's the attempt? Where's the attempt charge? Oh, maybe he's saying like there should have been an attempted murder charge. Okay. Some comments may have been filtered out. No, let's see all of them. There should be an additional charge for shooting a minor. Okay. So, again, what do you guys think? Could be, maybe. Maybe the police actually caught the right person. Maybe they're doing the right thing. I don't know. I don't want to say it's not like they can't, but I'm very, very suspicious. Either way, my complaint about this is that, we were never really I think this is the first official notice that I have heard since the shooting occurred on May 28th from the city of Harvey regarding this. And this is sort of any sort of update about the shooting. So it's not good to hear. From what I know, from what the family has said, the communication with Harvey police and the city has not been very good either. So we'll have to keep watching that, I guess. Okay, now don't make me laugh. I can't say it with a straight face. Oh yeah, look at all this fancy imagery, that we pay for with our tax dollars, but they still can't basically just show us where the money is or actually listen to people when they are saying what they want the government to do. But anyway, but they use our money to try to market and push things on us to say, oh, we're doing such a great job. There. So second on our agenda is this dispensary. It says there's new energy coming to Harvey. New Era Cannabis set to open at 16950 South Halstead. Former tire shop into a modern retail space near the Tri-State Tollway. The Harvey's moving forward. This project's more than a new business opening, said Mayor Clark. It represents real economic growth, new local jobs, and continued progress in building a better Harvey. We're proud to be of Harvey's resurgence, said New Era's Chief Operating Officer, Laura Bernal. We believe in investing in communities. This dispensary is expected to open later this year. They're super happy in this photo. I wonder if so. Here's the mayor. I'm guessing this is one of the people with the company, the dispensary. This is that Tyrone Rogers? What the heck is he doing there? That's nowhere near his ward. I'm surprised actually that Shirley Derwinski wasn't there, considering it's in her ward. Let me click on the pictures, see if we can. Oh, okay, they're not that much bigger, but yes, okay, there's Tyrone with his face tag, with his name tag. Oh boy. Can't believe after everything he's done, he still shows his face. This is Korean Davis, who managed Clark's campaigns and makes way too much money to be a city administrator, for which I'm not certain she is qualified at all. And then here is the economic development coordinator, Cesar Suarez. Yeah, I don't think I recognize anyone else. This is Ramona. She also works for the mayor and has been very rude to me and many other residents on many occasions. She'll try to keep you out from speaking to the mayor if you want to actually speak with him, which is so ironic because the mayor always says, well, you never come talk to me. Well, people do, and then you're rude. Or you never even talk with them. Oh, and there he is again with that big fake smile and Korean, and yeah, so it's pretty sad. However, hey, Wyoming. Hey, good evening. Oh, Crook, did you mean to put the comments in the main chat? You put it in the private chat because that was really funny. You should say that again. He said Harvey up in smoke. So just to clarify again, I have nothing against dispensaries. That's great. I mean, a lot of towns make a lot of tax money off that. My problem is, and I already had made a video about this before and posted it and shared a while back, but this was put on the agenda during one city meeting and forced through. Residents were not consulted, businesses were not consulted, churches, nonprofits. No one was consulted. No one around the building was consulted. Not only that, I spoke with the person who operated, because the building is city owned. So this gentleman had his tire shop and his I think maybe they did accessories too, like stereos or something. But he had his tire shop there, and he said that the city of Harvey, I mean, he was a legal tenant and everything, and that Harvey intimidated and bullied him out of the property. Like, how are you Mayor Clark and his four alder yes men, I'm talking to you too, of course, and Shirley Derwinski, because this is in her ward, but how are you going to bully and harass another business like this? And then there it is, correct? Yeah, Harvey up in smoke. That's a good headline. But how are you going to harass another business like this that was established in Harvey? And then use our tax money to pay this slick marketing firm to pretend like you're the best politicians in the world because you have this awesome new dispensary opening. Like, okay, great, open up a dispensary, talk to the residents, Ask us where or when or how we want that a dispensary. Don't kick out and bully and intimidate an existing business so you can put the dispensary there. Do you see the pattern? Do you see the problem? He is a bully. They are bullies, and I do not like when people are bullied. Puff, puff, past Mayor Clark. So let me also share with you guys just so you can see where it's at. Come on, Facebook. Don't be slow. Or I'm sorry, not Facebook. Google. Come on. I just want to show you guys where everything is located so you can get a picture. Wyoming gal. Okay, there we go. It's kind of cool too because you can see no thanks, Gemini, go away. You can see the city limits of Harvey. Isn't that cool? So there's our city. See how everyone is very close in the Southland. Here's Markham, Midlothian, Robbins, Dixmoor, Riverdale. Here's Dalton. This portion of Dalton right here touches Harvey. Okay, so we're all right next to each other. Here's South Holland, where the township hall is. There's Calumet City, where the horrible bully Thaddeus Clark is mayor. There's Burnham. And then the city of Chicago is right here. So this is like the city starts here. So we're all very close to the city border. And then we were talking about Homewood last night, remember? See where Homewood is? Very close. So we're all pretty close together. Oh yeah, there's the new casino. So the property in question where Clark wants to force through and bully out another business so he can put in his dispensary it's true. It's right by the tollway. Okay, so here's I-80, 294. And it's kind of it's a weird shaped lot. It used to be a Standard oil station years and years ago. How do I get to... I wanted to put it on satellite. Is that it? Oh! Not that. Okay. Oh, layers. That's right. Layers. Okay. Got it. Layers. Satellite. Street view. Where's satellite? Oh, okay. There you go. It's cool view of Harvey. Actions. We should be an extremely prosperous city, and we do have a lot of businesses already. Look, Fuchs Lubricants. Nothing in Harvey. We just have some horrible politicians that want to steal money all the time and bully people. So if we zoom in here, it's this little property right here. Okay, so it's not a big one. This is where there was this is the whole scandal with the Metro warehouse. That's a whole other story. That's a huge waste, not making any tax money. But this is where the gentleman had his tire put. Oh, look, it still says tires are us. Aw, poor guy. Okay, it doesn't list anything here anymore, but yeah, that was his business. And you can see, I think this is from when it was Tires R Us. Yeah. So look, guys. Hello. Take a look. Look. It was not, it wasn't dilapidated. It was not being maintained. Okay. It was a business. Tires are us. Okay. Tires are us. Oh yeah. See, it says tint, car LED, rims. It's right by, there's a few hotels or motels right there. Right by the expressway. Expressway's right there. Okay. So again, my question again, why is Mayor Clark bullying people? Hey, Crook, love the maps. Gives good perspective. Good. Oh, thanks, Wyoming. I am obsessed with maps. It's part of my urban planning stuff. But why is he bullying people again? There was a business here, you guys. There was a business that operated, that was renting this little old gas station right by the highway from the city of Harvey. The city of Harvey does own it, as far as I was able to tell, looking at the the leases and everything. But I don't have it on me right now, but I remember one of our residents was there one day. This was like maybe 2 years ago, but they said they were there for some reason doing something, and the owner of the business was there, and there were a whole bunch of Harvey police officers that came in, and they were intimidating the guy, like to try to close him down or try to give him tickets or whatever. But I mean, this is not subtle. Okay, it's not rumor and it's not subtle. There was clear city intimidation using police. We have witnesses who will attest to this. For the person whose business was there. How is that fair to that person? To that business owner? I think he does have at least one other location. Hopefully he was able to survive, but still, how can you do that? It's not right. He is bullying people again. And I do not support that. And we need to expose that and come out against it. I'm not against, marijuana, but again, do it right, Clark. Take it to the community. See if that's what we want. You know what we want more than a dispensary? We want to know where you've put our tax money. Where's the money going for the past 6 years? That's what we want to know. Before you do anything else, that's what I want to know. I know a lot of other people have said the same thing. We want some potholes filled. Maybe repave. Don't tear them up like you destroyed our historic 154th Street, and we still don't know what you did with all those valuable bricks. Don't do that. We don't trust you to do that. But maybe if you want to repave a street or two, we certainly have plenty of streets that need that. Patch some potholes. Show us where you spent our money. A dispensary, probably not at the top of most Harvey residents, to-do lists right now. But I don't oppose it. I think it's great. But you push this through without any input from the community during one meeting. When you put in a dispensary, I mean, that should be at least, I would say, a 3 to 6 month process with the community to get feedback from businesses, churches. You go in different places, you talk to people, and it's not just at the city council meeting, right? No, Clark didn't do any of that. It was all hush hush, top secret. There was one meeting. Of course, Clark's cronies all voted, the 4 aldermen, the 4 alder yes-men, they voted on it, didn't ask any questions. And we haven't heard anything since. And now you saw they had this groundbreaking or ribbon cutting or whatever, Again, I don't oppose new business. I don't oppose a dispensary. That's not the issue. The issue is there's a way to do things correctly. And Clark doesn't do it. And his 4 alder yes-men, they don't do that. They bullied the existing business out. I'll say that again. Clark bullied the existing business out. And now they're bragging about welcoming this dispensary that they never even asked us residents or businesses if we even wanted it. That is not acceptable. You don't treat your businesses or your residents or anybody like that. You don't bully people up because you want to put something else in. Then my other question is, of course, we don't know where any of the money's going, but who's getting paid? There's a lot of tax revenue that communities can get, municipalities can get from dispensaries. So is that why you did this, Clark? And the 4 alder yes-men? Is that why you pushed out the former business owner? Because you're set to get big bucks? from the taxes or from, some aspect of developing this new business. I hope that new era, I really, really hope, and if you guys want to help, give them a call, contact them, and let New Era know what kind of scammers they are doing business with. Because if the mayor of Harvey, look, I'll show you again. Look at this business. Look. Is it run down? Is it dilapidated? No. This was actually taken in 2019, so this was just when Clark started his first term. Now, Mayor Kellogg, the former mayor, he did a lot of horrible stuff, but hey, you got to give him credit at least for, this business was in there and it was looking good, okay? Clark intimidated and bullied this business out so he could bring a dispensary. Who profits from that? Who's making money off of that? That's what I want to know. Again, if you want to reach out, this is the name of the company, New Era Cannabis. New Era Cannabis. So feel free. I think I left them a voicemail because I wanted to ask them about that. And I honestly wanted to have a conversation, not to try to blame or shame or anything, but to say, are you aware of how this mayor and his 4 alder yes-men treat other businesses and the community? New Era Cannabis. Again, please feel free to reach out if you want to contact them and warn them. New Era Cannabis, do you really want to work with this mayor? He just bullied and kicked out another legitimate business so that he could offer you this space. How much money are Clark and the 4 alder yes-men getting from this? Especially Shirley Drewinski, who's quick to say that I was inappropriate, that it was my fault that I was arrested for filming a public meeting. She never has anything to say. She didn't say anything when I was arrested. She didn't say anything any of the times that my alderwoman was escorted out or arrested for simply asking questions. This is in her ward. Again, her name is Shirley Drewinski. How can you at least not have questions about this? How come you're not bringing this to the residents before you approve this? If you bullied one business to make room for New Era Cannabis, well, New Era Cannabis, don't you think that they would do that again to you? This is a classic, people who have relationships with, they have affairs with people that are cheating and lying and blah, 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 blah. They're leading their double lives, right? And let's say the lady's like, oh, but he loves me. He's going to leave his husband for me. He promised, even though he totally lies and covers up our relationship. And again, if you want to do an open relationship, I'm all fan. That's great. That's wonderful. But again, that means you're being honest, right? We're talking about people lying. How is this any different from that? And if anybody wants to come on and talk about it, let me know. But how is this any different? Because it's like that woman saying, well, he really loves me. He's going to leave his husband for me. Okay, well, maybe even if he does. What's that expression? Something like how they'll leave you like you'll lose them like you got them or something like that. But that's not a great way to start out, right? If you start a relationship based on lies and intimidation and bullying, which Clark and the 4 alder yes-men did with the former business, and now they're making a big deal welcoming this new one, how is that going to end for you? How is that going to end for the residents of Harvey? And obviously, yeah, who's getting paid? But it really reminds me of that. Sorry, I'm going to sit on the floor because the doggy wants my attention. How is that going to? You better say hello. No, okay, but not in my face. I'm live streaming. Thank you. Yes, say hello. How is that going to end any different? It's totally like that. It's just like that woman leaving, he's going to leave her, he's going to leave his wife for me. I just know it. And even if he does, what's to say he's not going to lie and then leave you for someone else, and and have another double life. So this is just that same thing happening at the level of businesses. I'm not impressed. Not impressed at all. And like I said, where's all that big old tax money going? Boo, 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 Clark. All right, and then the last thing on our agenda tonight is the Broadway fire. So I will show you that building. Oops, let me pull it up actually, make sure I get the info right. Okay, 15402. So some of you may have seen or heard news of a fire. I believe it was Friday, June 13th. And I drove by. I thought I didn't see anything, but it turns out there was a fire. So I went to speak with the fire departments today. Oh, this is from 2024. It's a little bit older, but so it's this corner right here. Okay, so this is Broadway. Here's the new apartment building. City Hall is down there. Wait, can you all see? Let me make sure you can see before I keep talking. Okay, yeah, good. The train. Here's another. This was a beautiful historic building that burned a few years ago, and another one of our mysterious fires, which again, I'm begging authorities to investigate, and no one cares. But anyway, the train station is right behind there. There's the big bus depot for the region. It's right there. So it's this building right here. Oh, they didn't have it boarded up. Okay, I wondered if it was boarded up. This building had a fire just a few years ago, sadly. And again, another beautiful historic building, totally neglected by the city. They hadn't done a darn thing since then. The only thing that changed is I think they finally boarded it up because it just had another fire. So basically the main difference is that, oh yes, and all the overgrowth and everything, I don't think that's been fixed either. Basically, I was told that there was a new fire floor. Friday, June 13th, approximately 6 a.m., there were no casualties. So that is what the fire department said. So there you go. There you go. You heard it. But yeah, this is what kills me, you guys. Look, you see these beautiful buildings, and they just sit and let them rot. You know, as far as Clark's concerned, he would demolish, I think, the whole downtown if he could, just for cash. Sell off Harvey for parts. Oh, you saw this fire on the news? I didn't even know if it was on the news. I just saw it randomly on Facebook, and then someone messaged me, you know, knowing that I like to cover Harvey stuff, and was like, there was a fire at 154th and Broadway. But what was weird is that I think on one of the apps, like Nextdoor, someone listed 15411 Broadway, which is, it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing there. So that's why I was curious. I'm like, well, what burned? So again, there was a little fire. It was up in this area. You know, luckily the building is still there, but it's very concerning, guys. Very concerning. Okay. Crook, I wish I could switch more quickly between windows. I don't know why it's so slow. Okay, so Harvey police, they're telling us they caught a shooter, but this is the first they've mentioned anything at all officially that I had seen about the shooting since it happened a few weeks ago. Meanwhile, we've been in touch with the family, and the young lady she's 11 years old. She is recovering. Thank God. I mean, I hope she is able to get back to her, you know, where she's able to function normally. But again, and you know, even with the best of politicians, right, you can still have crime. All we're asking is tell us, show us where the money is, tell us about the crimes, communicate. It's not, we're in a way, we're not really asking or requesting, we're demanding, because that is the bare minimum that the government can do. We're not even in all cases asking them for huge improvements, right? We just want to know where the money is. We want to know what crimes are going on. We want to know why all these fires are happening. Just those 3 issues alone. I would love to get answers. And you notice what happens every time. If someone asks, they get bullied, arrested, ticketed, you know? I mean, it's really, really, really sad. So, but I'm surprised you saw it in the news, Wyoming. Bravo, you must be really attuned to our news. And then we talked about the dispensary, which was done in a horrible manner, which I do not support, by bullying and kicking out the prior business so that Clark could get this dispensary in there. And then the Broadway fire. I think that's about it. Excuse me. Whew. I am going to be presenting tomorrow about some Harvey history, actually. So I'm quite excited about that. Maybe I'll share that little presentation with you guys tomorrow after I do it. So there's a history conference going on in the Southland, so that will be fun. I know we still wanted to discuss that police investigator, the female who quit. Foremost Media, I wanted to bring up, that is one of the companies that's making big bucks to market all the lies of Clark and his buddies. We're still working on fixing the Harvey Historical Society website because we have a lot of new content, but for some reason the link, if anybody's good at websites, I could use help with that. Like, it's not linking correctly between Google Sites and the domain name that we have. And I've tried. Crook has helped me. We can't figure it out. I'm going to work on my wish list. Several of you have requested that, which is awesome. Because we can always use some help. Also, if you are interested, I got to get more information together, but it is mulberry harvest season. I already have, from past years, mulberry jam. So that is one of our fundraisers. I sell, I think it's 4 ounces, little jars for the Historical Society. It's they're $10 each, but it's homemade organic mulberry jam. It's just mulberries from my trees. And then I add sugar and lemon juice and can't think of what else. Sometimes I'll put in like a little cinnamon or something, but it's great. It's organic. It's healthy. Mulberry jam is the best. And then, the proceeds from that go to the Historical Society. Oh, also a pride party. I'm hoping to do that. Maybe I'll have a live stream portion of it. I'm going to put out on, actually, let me do that on Facebook right now while I'm thinking of it. I was going to put out a poll on Facebook and just ask people when they would be interested in possibly coming out. Let me go to Historical Society. So I'm thinking either, Saturday or Sunday this weekend. And then, like I said, for those of you that don't live here, maybe we will have maybe we will do, here's a poll. Yeah. Maybe we'll do like a live version. Okay, I'm sorry, Wyoming. Let me catch up. Off topic. An article popped up on my Google. The next employee has taken village adult into court to stop the village person. Oh, do you know who's doing that? I was told this evening that is Lavelle. I do not know Lavelle. I do not know much about him other than I was told that he is currently in a lawsuit against the village because of that whole. Actually, let me sit over here for something different. Or actually, I should go outside 1 second. It's really nice tonight. But I was told that Lavelle is currently in that lawsuit from the whole fight that happened. I think because I get a lot of Chicago stuff on my phone, I thought I saw something about a fire. Yeah, I was going to say I'm impressed because even I didn't see it in the news. I just saw it on social media. And mulberry. Yeah, mulberry. I don't even know how much shipping would be. I think I only shipped it once or twice. Trying to do more local sales, but yeah, that whole thing is with Lavelle. My concern and what I am hoping that people ask about Dalton and these settlements that are supposed to come up. Oh, yes, you better follow me outside. He loves his yard. One of my light strands is not working. I got to work on that. Another beautiful night. And just so you know, like I said, it truly is, if you listen, it's pretty quiet. You hear a little traffic, but there's, no sirens, no crazy people yelling. Like, we have a lot of great people in Harvey and great businesses and great houses and great things. We just need we need politicians who don't violate the law and ethics and bully people. But shipping has gotten spendy, right? What I want people to start asking and looking for is I want to see what's going to happen with the settlements. So let's just take Jed's settlement alone, okay? So I think it's he and Lavelle. I don't know who else, but they're suing the township, okay? They want, they want a settlement. So my question is the township board going to actually fight it and defend, our tax dollars and say, hey, no, Jed started it. Like, we're not going to be quick to just pay out a settlement. Are they going to, at least have a debate about it? Are they just going to push it through and hope that nobody pays attention? My other question is, because I've heard, that this happens, is if we see the township board push through that settlement very quickly, okay, who's getting paid out of that? Was there some sort of deal, or is there some sort of deal that was worked out between the plaintiffs and the township board? I want to see some real resistance from that board. We should not be paying Q2 settlements just for the fun of it. But I really hope people ask those questions. Now that Tiffany is gone, we need to ask more questions, not fewer. We need more scrutiny, not less. And honestly, we should have higher standards, not lower. But so far, I am not very pleased, especially with the township board. But hey, I love to be an optimist. Change my mind. Surprise me, township board, Better voters. I agree, yeah. We have low voter turnout, too. That's a problem. Also, though, Wyoming, to be fair, we get a lot of, there's always complaints about voter fraud for pretty much every election. I think Jed could have avoided that fight if I wouldn't settle. Right. That's what I hope that people ask. Because remember, Tiffany, they were all holding her feet to the fire over every little thing. You can't do this thing. You can't do the ice cream social thing. You can't do this. You can do. And now that they've been in, I think they have another meeting tomorrow night. Probably, I think they do. Somebody has a meeting tomorrow night. But now that they're in, it's like no one wants options, or very few people do. Don't waste our tax money that way. And there's enough video evidence that shows what happened, right? And if it does get paid out, and if it does get pushed through with no scrutiny, then people better start asking what sort of deals were made. Are some of those trustees getting some of that settlement money? It wouldn't be the first time that happened. So I just hope that people ask questions. You cannot just give up and go away because Tiffany's gone. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to take that long. Let me do this poll really quickly. I'll show you guys that too. Okay, here we go. So this is an historical society. What do we do? I would love to have a pride a Harvey LGBT pride celebration at my home this weekend. If you're interested, what day would be better for you? Okay, and then what is this? What is this weekend, you guys? Let's see. Puppy, are you eating something you shouldn't? Okay, the 21st. Saturday. June 21st. Or option 2, Sunday, June 22nd. I can't believe we're flying through June like this. And then I'll say maybe other. I'd love to have a Harvey LGBT Pride celebration in my home this weekend. Let's see. Can I add a rainbow flag? No. No, Facebook won't let me. Okay. If you're interested, what day would be better for you? Okay. I think I did it right. Let's see. Also, remember, don't forget my post. If you want to share a story about being LGBT, either growing up or living right now in Harvey or the South End, growing up gay, living gay, even if you want to share anonymously, please reach out and share with us. We would like to hear your stories. Okay, cool. Look, looks good. So if you are in the area and you want to participate in that poll, I just put it on the Harvey Historical Society Facebook page, which is where I post most of my Harvey updates. Okay. But I just thought I may do that because unfortunately, oh, that's funny. The Harmon Park slide. Oh, I love the memories. Oh, look and see. Javal Perman had asked about the fire. I'm going to say, I will post info about it. But do you see what I mean? How I had to go during my workday. I had to stop at the Harvey Fire Department and ask them. I shouldn't have to do that. Like, do some basic communication. It's horrible. Let alone, we still don't have any information on why or who's starting all these fires. What is it, arson? It can't all be homeless people. We have too many fires for that. Besides, if you're staying somewhere, why would you want to burn where you stay? I mean, like I said, that might happen sometimes, but we have too many fires for that. All right, so I will share that. Check out the Harvey Historical Society page. And like I said, maybe I'll do like a live portion of that because I want you guys to be able to participate, even if you don't live here. Oh, the reason why I was wanting to just have it at my house is because Mayor Clark makes it so difficult. And the other boards don't really help either. Like even like to use space at our library, you have to pay and you have to get approved ahead of time by the board. The city won't let you use any of their spaces. The park district sometimes will, but they don't really have anywhere that I don't really want to have to pay, and definitely not pay it that much. Otherwise, you have to ask a church, and it shouldn't be that way. We deserve better. It should be easier to find venues. Does Harvey have a Facebook community page besides Harvey Historical Society? There are a few other pages, yes, but there's not like one. You mean like an official one? No. I also do the Chicago Southland politics page, so feel free to engage if you want to engage on there. That would be great. I'd love to have you guys on there. That is where I was trying to. Oh Lord, I already closed it. Should I show you? I'll bring it up again. When all the drama started happening on Dalton Politics page, I started Chicago South End Politics because I think I got blocked or banned at least twice from that page. And people were spreading lies and bullying and all these sorts of things that we said we do not want, right? And I said, we need a page that allows and encourages free speech, where people aren't bullied, but that they can actually share if they want to share about things that are going on in the South End. So that's when I started this page. So I will actually, let me bring that up and I'll show that to you. So I'm very proud of that page. Definitely, please support it, join, and use it. I still have not come up with I need a cute graphic. That is the whole point. Like, I do not need, in a true democracy, we should not be agreeing all the time, right? We should be having debates. Not official. We have a few, and people will post stuff like fires and missing animals. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, there are probably at least 4 Harvey pages that I know of. And you could find them probably if you search, the Facebook groups, but yeah. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. Well, I'm so glad. And I invite like all sorts, like I want people to be asking the deep, important questions. I don't mind. Like I want that. I want that probing stuff. I want to really get into the deep issues. But the group has been a lot quieter than I would have hoped since Tiffany is not in office. Oh, Diane, she posted something for Tinley Park. Yay, Tinley. Oh, 11 hours ago. Okay. Yeah, go support Diane and Tinley. Their mayor is also a huge, huge bully. Doesn't matter that the town is much bigger than Harvey and they have more money. The mayor's still a bully. So I like that. Let's see what people have posted. Oh, okay. I posted about the LGBT and anti-bullying press conference. Carlita, my neighbor, posted about she and her husband teaches art class. I've been before. It's really fun on the weekends. Know your protest rights. Oh, this was our thing about sharing your story with the Historical Society. But yeah, like I don't see many people posting. We had oh, okay, I'll like Diane's post again. Oop. Oh, they've got a new superintendent. I must have missed that on June 12th. Dr. Kenneth Scott. Oh, he was in 149? Okay, I don't know. Okay. Interesting. But anyway, yeah, like I haven't seen a lot of people share about Dalton or the township. So that's been kind of disappointing because, like I said, just because Tiffany left does not mean, if anything, people should be out more asking questions. What that shows me is that I believe there's a lot of truth to people's, accusations that that people were. I'm going to cook a little bit too. I'm talking to you guys, but people, were saying that certain people were being paid or motivated to be agitators against Tiffany, and that's why we're not hearing them now. So yeah. To close out, oh, and you saw Diane speak at a Tinley meeting live stream. Yes, yeah, she's the only one that I saw really publicly asking questions in Tinley. I'm very surprised because, like I said, they're larger. They're one of the largest and wealthiest, towns in the Southland. So to me, I can't believe it. But whenever I asked Diane, I'm like, why don't more people come to meetings or speak out? And she said people are scared. Well, it sounds like it's a mix between people either deceived by the current mayor, they're scared, or they don't know what's going on. Kind of a mix of those. But I was just surprised. I'm like, why? Like, You have people that have a lot more money, free time. You know, it's like, how are they letting this mayor intimidate? But I guess that's how it goes. And before we leave, let me find something positive. For Pride Month. Let's see if we can find something here. Okay, and then fair warning, we are going to explore this together. I have not watched this ahead of time. Crook says yes, positive. Yeah, especially after all the bullying the past few days. We need some positive things. Okay. But like I said, full disclaimer, I have not watched this, so we're going to check it out together. We'll see what we think. All right. Here we go.
But also at work.
ADP is sponsoring this? Okay, that's kind of random, but all right.
Hi, Daniel. How's it going?
Hey, Emily. It's going okay. What about you?
Same here. Can you believe everything that's happening in the world right now?
Yeah, times are definitely changing. I'm happy the conversation's happening, though.
I agree. I understand it's a hard talk to have, and sometimes it's a little scary to bring up race in the workplace or even at the dinner table.
Right. In the past few weeks, I've been a part of so many wonderful discussions with my coworkers and those around me, but it did feel a little uncomfortable at first, even as a Black person.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. I mean, I can't begin to imagine what life has been like for you. Being an out gay man in America already poses so many unnecessary threats. But this conversation about race really opened my eyes to the other factor of being Black in America.
Well, as a Black man, I face this dilemma every day of my life. When I'm with others in the LGBTQ community, some gay white men may see me as inferior. It sometimes feels as though, even within that subset community, I fall into the minority. On the other hand, when I'm with others in the Black community, I've at times been made to feel ostracized, like I don't belong, or that I'm not welcomed in that community either. Some straight Black men look at me and only see a gay man. I've often felt as though I'm looked at as less than in both minority communities. I know I'm not alone. Almost all of my gay Black friends have experienced this on some level. It's an isolating feeling, and it's been very hard to overcome. But this, unfortunately, is a trend that goes back decades for Black gay men. The Black Lives Matter movement is doing so much to bring these conversations of race and injustice to the forefront, which allows us to shed more light on the Black gay community and the injustices we face from every angle. These conversations are becoming more common in all communities, and I have so much hope for the future.
Daniel, I am so happy to hear that. I agree. We have so much more to learn about one another, and I want to be sure that I keep these conversations going, not only in my personal life, but also at work. We must acknowledge that our experiences are never going to be the same. My life as a lesbian white woman will never compare to your experiences as a gay Black man, but I want to stand up for you and be part of the change.
Absolutely, and thank you, Emily. The best thing that you or anyone can do right now is to continue the conversation. Notice injustice, call it out, and always stand up for those around you. This needs to be ongoing, and we should stop worrying so much about bringing up these topics and truly seek to look after and love one another. Real change always starts with one person wanting to make a difference.
Okay, well, not too bad, I guess, right? A little, might have sounded a little cheesy, but whoop, my browser's still freezing up on me. Getting paid is positive. What a cute video, Wendy City says. Hey, Wendy City. Oop. Yeah, my thing's freezing up again. Let me unfreeze it. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. We're not going to watch this whole thing, but I just want to, I do want to see what he has to say. Let's see. Oh, that was at DePaul. That's in Chicago. Interesting. Okay, I've never heard that argument before. Yeah, I wonder when this was. This is some presentation at DePaul. Oh, until the Westerners, the colonizers. Oh boy. Ah, you guys didn't tell me he wasn't on the screen. Oh.
And just the last 7 days, 8,368 men have clicked the link on one of our ads that you've probably seen on the internet, put in their personal information in order.
Very good. Wow. Okay.
Grammarly now use.
I will have to. Oh Lord, I gotta get through the ad first. I was gonna say I'll have to. Let me save that one. Love it. I'll put it under LGBT. From 2 years ago. Okay, so not that long ago. Very good. There's a lot of other, oh, see, that's a good one. Black masculinity, homophobia, and HIV. Oh boy. Rethinking the closet. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. Anything else before we go here? I gotta kill this fly. This darn fly is gonna try to eat my salad. Did you guys have your dinner yet already or no? Because I did not. I'm eating late per usual. Good night, Wyoming. Yeah, thank you for joining us. I don't know, Crook, did you want to get on to say anything or no? Hey, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I figured I would rather do, things that are informative and inspiring than just a whole bunch of bullying drama. And then, I mean, I know that probably gets a lot of views, but especially for Pride Month, I want to make sure for Pride Month that we're, covering a lot of LGBT topics. So I'm glad. Thank you, Wendy City. Let me see if I can find something like let me see. I wanted something really funny to end the show. Let me see if I can find something. Oh boy. Someone told me Matt right they went probably a little inappropriate, huh? Oh, he's funny. But no, I don't want shorts, just videos. Short videos, but not that short. If you guys know Mateo Lane, he's pretty funny. But stop, I don't want the short. Oh, this is short. It's like 2 minutes. Should we see? Let me see how long the other one was. I think it's really short. Mateo is funny, though. He is funny. That stupid fly, I swear to God. We'll see if you guys like the gay humor. Let's see. Whoop, 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 whoop. I gotta add it to the stage. Crook, you're sleeping on me. You gotta help me stay on it. Okay. Now let's see a little bit of Mateo Lane. He is funny sometimes. I haven't listened to this one.
Someone from preschool, we had this giant tree in my backyard, and I'd walk around the tree and sing to the birds like Sleeping Beauty did. So every day I would come home and just be like, and I can just imagine my mom looking through the back window. Watching me sing to the birds. Having a conversation with my dad being like, Steve! I think this one's gayer than the other one. Because why is my mom making so many gay kids? Can you imagine her gynecologist appointment just like, all right, Sherry, let's have a look in here and everybody touch them.
Oh, Mateo, he is funny. He has a lot of funny videos. Let me see. There was another one. Did you like? I'm afraid Crook.
I didn't realize how gay my older brother was. I remember I used to come up from pre.
Did I lose you, Crook? Did you fall asleep? You tired? That's all right, Crook. If you have to go, thank you. I wanted to do one more funny video. Who was? I saw something that looked kind of cute. Wait. Oh, Matt Matthews is very funny. Hopefully nobody else has to get up super early tomorrow. Huh? I don't have to be up too early, but. All right, we saw that one. Oh my, Dave Chappelle. Ah! Should I risk that one? Oh Lord. You never know what he's gonna say. Come on, where was that? That one video looked really funny. Oh, well, I'll have to find it another night. Two gays arguing. There's one, but it's 25 minutes. Oh, this is the one. Okay. Chris Di Stefano. I don't really know him too well, but let's see. He's handsome. So let's see Chris Di Stefano. Sounds like he's from New York. New York accents. Okay, can you guys see? No, not yet. And this is a short one too.
Then involves some Latino sty in her eye, and in front of my Italian father, it's always fucking gay jokes with him, like, "Oh yeah, sty, come on, Chris, what, cum shot? You mean, where'd you get that from?" You know, this is what he does. My dad takes situations that aren't gay, makes them gay, then involves some Latino guy I've never heard of. That's this guy's move. That's his move. Since I'm 3 years old, that's the guy's move. Every Thanksgiving, I got to hear about this shit. Yo, is a stiff neck, is that a gay thing? That's a head and neck muscle spasm. You get a stiff neck. It's not gay, okay? It happens. I was sleeping wrong on the pillow. Okay, it was drafting. My daddy always, I was like, oh, it came down, I got a stiff neck. Dad, it was sleeping pillow. He's like, Chris, come on, sleeping wrong on the pillow. You had blowing Roberto last night. Who's Roberto? Come on, Chris, your Latin boyfriend Roberto. You think I don't know? You like Latin guys with those lips. Come on, I know that shit. What the fuck are you talking about? This kid sucks Goya dick. That's what he said to me once. I said, what the hell does that mean? Goya dick? Did you just say that at Thanksgiving? Goya dick. He does it to me all the time. Remember last month, the Oscars and the Knick game were on the same exact time. He wants to test me. He's like, you want to watch your Knick game? You want to watch the Oscars? You could go through that shit with Julio. I was like, who the hell is Julio? Your Latin boyfriend Julio.
Nah, not the most funny. Come on, guys. You know, let me find another Matteo Lane. Because he always cracks me up.
There's a
gay superpower.
thing that gays can do. We have a special superpower where we can make full conversations with other gay men from across the room with just eye contact.
Okay.
You'll be at a bar, you're with your friends, and you'll be like, oh, there's this really cute guy over there. I'm gonna give him a first look.
Okay.
So you just give him a look?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he looks back. I'm going in for the second look. He's in med school. And we're gonna make out. Get me a shot, you know. So that's how it works for me. There's a thing that gays can do. We have a special superpower where we
I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let you know how my presentation goes at the history conference tomorrow. So have a wonderful evening, and we will talk soon.